Good morning, first graders. Today we are going to talk about classify and categorize, which is one of our reading strategies that we have focused on in class over the last couple of months. Today we're going to be using the story that we read on Monday together on our video, the Patriotism book. We're going to be using that to classify and categorize some things inside the story. Okay, so we know that when we classify and categorize, we're taking things that we know and organizing them in a better way. Okay, so we can arrange people, we can arrange animals and objects into different groups to help us make comparisons, tell how they're the same, to make connections, and to remember some information. So using that strategy really helps us understand what we're reading. Okay. At the beginning of the selection, the author said that we can show our patriotism by honoring the people and the symbols of the United States of America, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use a graphic organizer or a chart like you see kind of behind my face right here, and I'm going to write one out together so we can do it and fill it out together, okay? So let's go ahead and look at some of the pictures that we have from some pages from the story on Monday. All right, so here's one of our first pages that we read. All right, and we're going to do our classify and categorize today by people and symbols. Okay, so remember, we're going back in our text and we're using our brains to try to pull out some people and some symbols that show patriotism. Okay, so we're classifying and organizing these. Both people and both symbols can stand for something that's patriotic. So let's go back and reread here. In our first paragraph, it says, people show patriotism by standing up to honor the flag when it goes by in parades. Some people salute the flag. Some people take off their hats to show respect. On the other page here, the flag flies at special events such as sports games. It flies at speeches given by important leaders. People place their hands over their hearts when singing the national anthem to the flag. And we've got lots of our vocabulary words in there, right? All right, so let's see what we can pull out here. What people on this page? Are there any people that are showing patriotism? I don't think anyone specific. I'm not seeing in our text that we read. What about symbols? Are there any symbols? Can you hear Pablo back there squeaking his toy? Symbols. What symbols? I can see one right here in the paragraph with the American flag and the little boys at their baseball game. Symbols. What symbols? I see someone taking off their hat, so let's write that under symbols, okay? Taking off your hat during the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem, right? That's a symbol of showing patriotism. Very good. What else is a symbol of showing patriotism? There's one that's all over the place. You see it all the time. It's red, white, and blue. It's a full flag. Of course, a flag is probably the #1 symbol in the United States to show patriotism. So there's another one. The flag. Nice. All right, let's go on to the next page and see if we can maybe find some people for our classify and categorize chart. Remember this page from yesterday? All right. On this page, it says, those who protect our country show patriotism. Soldiers, police officers, and firefighters are brave leaders. We show them respect by thanking them. On the opposite page, leaders in our cities and towns help protect us too. The mayor is the leader of a town. The town council works with the mayor. They show patriotism by working for the people in their community. Very good. We have a guest appearance from Mr. Poplow. Say hey! Hi, boys and girls. Say focus on classify and categorize today. Yay! Oh, we gave you a bark. All right. So after reading, what do we have there? Do we have any people that are showing patriotism? I think there's quite a few listed there. Can you tell me what they are? Go back in that text. Give me a second. Go back in that text. Okay, look at this first paragraph. Underneath the little girl that's hugging. Yeah, I see soldiers, police officers, firefighters. Let's add those to our classify and categorize chart. Okay, under people. So maybe we can put soldiers, police officers, put police, and firefighters. Nice, very good. And we show them respect by thanking them. They show us patriotism by doing things for our country. On the opposite page, over here, with these people that look like they're working together at the desk, it says leaders in our city and town help protect us too. So the mayor is the leader of a town. The town council works for the mayor. Okay, so they show patriotism by working for the people in their community. So there's another person we can put. Let's put the mayor. Nice. Found lots of people on that page. Any symbols on this page? I didn't really see too many symbols. I'm thinking this page was more about people. Let's go to one more page, the end of our story from yesterday. Everyone can show patriotism by sharing ideas to make the community better. People talk to the town council and the mayor. Others meet with community leaders. When the community works together, we create a better environment for everyone. It is important to know how your community operates. Many levels of government exist, from your neighborhood all the way to the president and the White House. Learning how these systems work together is part of our responsibility as American citizens. Good. Any symbols or people that show patriotism on that page? Take a look and see if you can add anything. Something you might add. Anything at all. I'm seeing on the page here, it looks like they're talking about community leaders and maybe even the president that lives in the White House. So, under people, we can write president, and community leaders. Maybe that lady that's shaking the hand of that little girl is a community leader. Community, uh-oh, I'm gonna run out of space. Leader. Community leaders. Good. All right, our last page in our story. We pledge to respect the country. We show patriotism. Some students do this by saying the Pledge of Allegiance in school. The pledge is a promise to respect the flag and our country. So right there, there's a symbol, isn't it? Can you think of other ways to show respect for the United States of America? How are you patriotic in your everyday life? So right away, I see a symbol right there. What is a symbol? What is the little girl doing on this page here? She's reading the Pledge of Allegiance. So there's a symbol right there. Pledge of Allegiance. Good. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. We've got a good chart going on here. For symbols, we'll start with symbols. Symbols of showing patriotism, taking your hat off during the Pledge of Allegiance, the flag, and the Pledge of Allegiance itself. For people that show patriotism, soldiers, police, firefighters, the mayor, the president, and other community leaders, people that maybe help the mayor or help set things up in your community. Awesome classifying, categorizing today. You guys are amazing. Very, very good. And you can do this with any story at all. So I want to challenge yourself to do that. Try to pull things out. Tell me what's the same, what's different, how you can organize them, and we're going to practice that in our skills practice book today. Okay, awesome. So go ahead and grab those skills practice books. I'll give you a couple seconds. Get them on out, those orange books. And we're going to begin our work in them today with classify and categorize. Grab those books, grab those books. All right, here we go. Classify and categorize. Right here. And again, here's another way to look at the chart. Maybe if we were in class, maybe Mrs. Cheslock would have had this printed out and you would have written as Mrs. Cheslock wrote. Okay? Cool. Very nice job. So today we are going to be on page 135. There's an elephant and a cat there. So go ahead and find that page for me. Pablo says, yes, please find that page. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right. We'll get you to that page. Okay. Classify and categorize. Let's get started right here. So today your assignment, as you read, put your finger in that gray box just like we do in class. As you read, classify and categorize by grouping together things and ideas that are alike to help you better understand the selection. Read each category. Write the words on the lines under the category in which they belong. So we've got quite a few words in these gray boxes here. We have first word, first line, elephants. Slide on over, cows. Repeat, make sure you're repeating with me. Dogs. Second row, first word, chickens. Cats. Bears. Now what's even more important is as you look in your book or on my screen here, you can see there are 3 categories, not just 2 like we did earlier with people and symbols. We have 3 categories: pets, farm animals, and wild animals. You're going to take each word from that gray box and put it under the correct category. Is elephants a pet? I hope not. If you have an elephant, I'm coming over. Farm animals and wild animals. So where does elephant belong? What category would elephant belong in? Tell me. Yes, I agree. Wild animals. Let's put it right there. So in your book, as neatly as you can, all lowercase, make your tall letters tall, short letters short. You're going to write elephants under wild animals. I'm going to do it here. How's it look? Good. All right. So once you're finished with that page, you're going to flip it. Flip it, flip it, flip it on over. And you have a similar exercise on this side here. Okay? You're going to read each category first. So your categories are 1, things to read. 2, round things. 3, things for your feet. 4, in the garden. Each of those words in the gray box, I want you to stretch out as best as you can, okay? And then place them in the correct category. When you're finished, have your parents check it, give you a star or a smiley face at the top of that paper, and then you are done with your skills practice for the day. Okay? Don't forget to check on Mrs. Cheslock's class. Don't forget to check your Google Classroom, which we're going to start up doing soon. Mrs. Sherbell's class, you can double check with Miss Sherbell about that. But Mrs. Cheslock's class, you're going to check your Google Classroom for an assignment to do with classifying Categorize. All right? Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I want you to try to classify and categorize some things, maybe you're even around your house today. Put them in categories, okay? Maybe by color, maybe by size, anything you can find, and I would love to see a picture of it. So feel free to send it whenever you're ready. Have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow.